York, their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and of course, it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Dort and Holmgren make up the forwards. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. And it's Hartenstein in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Knicks, Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I'll tell you, if you're Gilgeous-Alexander and you can get out in transition and get yourself an easy bucket, boy, that's money in the bank.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy is 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Doris, from the 11th pick in 2018, the last year's league MVP. How did Shai Gilgeous-Alexander make that kind of leap?
Well, you don't get there without incredible work habits. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander puts time in the offseason to grow every single aspect of his game. There's also maturity he plays with beyond his years. You can't speed him up. He's a 3-level scorer, and he contributes to one of the most dangerous defenses in the league.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Hart with a screen on SGA. And that one's good. Brunson.
Such an intelligent basketball play by Jalen Brunson. This guy understands how to get himself going in pick-and-roll action.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Bridges passes to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game. Off the inbound pass. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
As we hit the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, what's the focus for teams outside of the playoff picture?
You know, B.A., I think it's about staying competitive and building a foundation for next season. As a team, you need to use the time you have to consistently improve.
And Brunson, here we go. Anunoby for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive board. And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Well, you see Hartenstein using both the size and the strength to his advantage. Nicely done.
SGA against Brunson. Hart. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from three-point range.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Mitchell's checked in for Dort.
Second team foul.
Knicks leading by 3. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC. Piece by piece.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. And it's in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
The kick out to Brunson. Fires from deep. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And stolen by Brunson. Fast break. Here comes New York. Back to Anunoby. Takes a 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 6. Here's SGA, and SGA throws it down.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
Outside Hart, pass to Towns. 1:19 left in the opening quarter. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. From the corner, Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's Holmgren. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. To the middle. Here's Towns. Oh, he cranks it in! Right on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Goodness.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
Mitchell's shot is good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Brunson against SGA. Out to Bridges. The 3-ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. New York out in front. Up. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Landry Shamet. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard position. That's the group for New York starting the second. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, B.A. Well, this Knicks team has grit. Jalen Brunson said, quote, no matter what the situation is, we are going to attack. No matter who's in front of us, we are going to grind. Back to you, Brian.
No quit. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
B.A., he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
From deep, Mitchell. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York leading by 5. Clarkson outside. And he's going for the oop here. Robinson can't hit.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Here's Holmgren. And some solid defense from Towns. Clarkson outside. Drives to the hoop. And stolen by Williams. From deep, Mitchell. The Knicks pull it in. Their first chance this season playing the Thunder.
And last year's games were interesting to watch, considering that each team came out with a win against the other.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
No problems knocking that one down.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
The jump hook. And that one hits the back iron. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. 3-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Shamet. New York, no good that time either.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Holmgren, the pass to Wiggins. Now here's Joe. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Here's Robinson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Holmgren. Oh, Robinson with a block.
Rim protection at its finest. Mitchell Robinson, such a presence.
For the Knicks, Anunoby. He's checked in for Shamet. Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Oklahoma City. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success. That is Jalen Brunson showing you how to operate as the ball handler in pick and roll. What a pretty assist.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Josh Hart. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. Bridges against SGA. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. That's good from Bridges. Doris, when you think about the career of Mikal Bridges, how impressive has his development been?
BA, I certainly think he's been a better player than people expected when he came out of college. What we know about Mikal Bridges is he's cross-positional defensively. He's made a number of big-time defensive plays in his defensive career. And offensively, he's proven more than just a three-point shooter. That fadeaway jump shot game is real. Oh, my goodness. How about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
Oh, my. That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. SGA passes to Williams. Back to SGA. And stolen by Brunson. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Bridges. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pulls it. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
One of the great strengths in SGA's game, the ability to maintain control and finish through contact.
Here's Bridges. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out. Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Thunder out in front, leading by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And shifting focus back to our game, the Knicks are right in the thick of it.
I'm surprised it's this close.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. SGA and Wallace for the backcourt. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. 5 to shoot. Pass to Holmgren. Holmgren on the take. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Just showing off his mobility as the big man. Holmgren puts his head down and charges into the shot.
Outside Hart. Now here's Anunoby from the arc. The Thunder with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. And how about the Thunder? Doris last season bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built. Through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young, they're united, they're together, and it could be the first of many.
Outside Anunoby. Here's Hart. Floats one, and it's good on the lay-in. Hart's got 8 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
You call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
The 3 from Holmgren. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brunson. Here's Towns. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
This is where you have to keep feeding Karl Anthony Towns. He's in an incredible rhythm. He's already got huge numbers. Keep feeding the big man.
And it's good. 2 points. SGA's got 21 points in the game. And what a wild one this has been.
8 lead changes, some big plays, and some big mistakes, too.
Pass to Brunson. To the inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Brian, back to you.
A nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Mitchell's checked in for Dort. And Hartenstein slams it in.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
SGA passes to Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Just an easy finish for Hartenstein. We talk about high percentage look. Yes, sir.
Towns finds Hart. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's SGA driving in. It's good. SGA's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. The shot's good from SGA.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Shoots over Hartenstein. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 8 rebounds in the game.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So New York ends up going with a whole new group. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Williams comes in for Holmgren. Wiggins, he's checked in for Wallace. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Mitchell, the pass to Joe. Back to Mitchell for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Mitchell's got 5.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Inside. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Williams. And now a 10-point Oklahoma City lead. Clarkson outside. Alvarado outside to win the run. He drops it from range.
Jordan Clarkson has better passing skills than people think. That is on time and on target.
The kick out to Wiggins. Right side, Williams.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
No one near him. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Williams has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Oklahoma City. 27 on the night. He's had it his way. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Jose Alvarado. And it's Shamet in at the 3, small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 9. Alvarado, the pass to Robinson. Back to Alvarado. Oh, a special move before that shot.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Stolen by Mitchell. 3-on-3. It's stolen by Clarkson. Alvarado outside. Pass to Shamet. Now here's Robinson. Williams defending. 6 to shoot. Spins. Here's Towns. Mitchell grabs a miss. Oklahoma City leading by 9. And Mitchell with the slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Pass to Wiggins. Launches it. No luck on that one. The Knicks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Left side, Williams. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Towns. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It'll be the 4th of 6 games for them away from home. And that one's good. Holmgren.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Clarkson outside, just 4 to shoot. Out to the wing, Alvarado. Rejected by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Kolik's checked in for New York. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Isaiah Hartenstein checked in for Williams. Dort comes in for Wiggins. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And SGA subbed in for Mitchell. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kolek. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Alvarado.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Here's Towns. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Yes, sir. It's good.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein. The putback. How about the activity? And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the...
Whoa! Cat! Unreal!
Boy, it feels like Brunson improves as a facilitator every single year.
SGA. Bucket! Straight in!
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Yes, sir, with the 3.
You can see the work Jalen Brunson has put into his game. Boy, the three-point stroke has really come a long way.
Hey, probing. Oh, and Towns with the block. Outside Brunson. Now Towns. There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
SGA with a steal.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Holmgren. Oh, a perfect jumper.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Thunder.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And as a strong year for the club continues, they've willed their way to 56 wins.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Towns. Sohan comes in for Hart. Clarkson's checked in for Anunoby. And Alvarado's subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Mitchell. Off on the layup.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
13.
That free throw, no good.
Mitchell Robinson at the line.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. For 3, it's good from beyond the arc.
This guy's so dangerous. Joe, you have to find a way to contest him.
Brunson fires. Caruso rips down the board. Mitchell. The three is off. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce said.
Did she want me for me? Or am I love? Then yeah, quiet it down, I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all, I ain't flying with y'all. For the quiet out. No, I ain't going for it. No, I don't know nothing. I just count my lump sum. I ain't going to bed to this gun. It's a hole in my chest to this close. Get cold as December with no clothes. It's a V12 inch, I don't go slow. If my feet on the pedal, just hold on. My baby gon' hold out for me. I been praying we turn out okay, girl. You know I got all eyes on me. 3 some down for my heavy feet, just to help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. Or am I love? Then yeah, quiet it down, I ain't lying to y'all. You get prioritized if it's profit involved. Tired of y'all, I ain't flying with y'all. I fought the quiet out. I don't got much left. I'm by myself. I know what's right, what's wrong. I guess I don't got much else. Let's get a little more. Put the windows down. Run around town and that, oh my God. Where in the did he get that from? Wow, where'd you get this from? Like, can I get this time? I ain't think I could get this. I don't think I'ma risk this one. If your team worth $50, you really miss me, huh? Didn't it feel real for once? 3 some down for my heavy feet, just to help me sleep. I do it like she'll never ever get a ring from me. On my line like we gotta talk. I don't know what I done, but it can't be deep. Send up. I don't know what it costs, but it can't be cheap. I don't think that she want me for me. I don't think that she want me for me.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they ask for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I'm in it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. 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 It's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan here alongside Craig Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at the numbers for Alperen Sengun.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. And he seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 2 games, the totals have taken. A huge hit.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Smith and Sengun make up the 4 and the 5. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Durant in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, the big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. I think we can officially say at GA the playoffs are looming in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah, and for most teams out there, there's still plenty of work to do. It's not just about qualifying for the postseason. It's about getting a good seed as well.
Thompson surveying the floor. And he gets the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's DiVincenzo. Edwards. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Smith. Back to Thompson. It's stolen by Edwards. Lets it go. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
DiVincenzo against Thompson. Gobert with the block.
Get that out of here. Gobert doing his job to protect the rim.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Thompson.
What effort from Randall putting in work on the defensive end.
Oh, and he misses the dunk. Puts up a three. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got a couple of threes now in the first with the Timberwolves. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Shot by Eason, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Rockets trail by 8. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate it. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
Okay, KD put a little extra on that one.
Oh, yes! Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards. Showing off right now.
Here's Thompson driving the lane. Can't throw it down with one hand.
You try to get spicy and totally whipped, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
To the middle. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Edwards dishes to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Randall. And it's Dosunmu in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella comes in for Şengün. And Shepard subbed in for Tari Eason. Smith finds Durant. On the wing, Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Read the pass to Gobert. Here's Dosunmu. He's covered by Thompson. Edwards, good. Edwards got 10 points.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
KD against McDaniel. Shoots over McDaniel. And Houston again with the bucket.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
Now here's Dosunmu. Guarded closely. Pass to Reid. Edwards looking it over.
Nice finish.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Edwards against KD. An easy 2 points on the layup. 10 points for him.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Minnesota on top. They're up by 11. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dosunmu is out there with Conley, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism. On the wings and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Greg, you look at Alperen Sengun. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Kevin, back to you.
Fills it up with the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. And then for Houston, Kevin Durant comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Josh Okogie. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Durant, the pass to Green. Back to Durant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. You look at the Timberwolves, advantage in one series. And, of course, the Houston Rockets, just a couple spots back.
And I think for Minnesota, they're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point. And that's how they want to keep it.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Mike Conley. Edwards kicks to Randall, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Derek White and the Boston Celtics.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Count them one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Durant. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Tari Eason's checked in for Shepard. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. We think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Thompson. Somehow misses the one-handed punch. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Durant, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Edwards at the rim.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant.
Pass to Eason. Outside for KD. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Another miss by Houston. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. Offline with his 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Smith outside. Durant in the corner. Shoots over McDaniel. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Durant.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history. I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Timberwolves making a switch. Reed's checked in. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. Timberwolves leading by 3. It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Eason. And Edwards slams it in.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
The Timberwolves have gone 5-12 from the field here in the second. Misses the 3. Nuggets trail by 5. Right wing. Thompson against DiVincenzo. Outside, KD. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. 11 seconds left in the first half. The shot from 20 feet away. He doesn't hit that one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 5. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined.
And guys, let's turn our attention. Thanks for spending half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. You'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. Smith up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Thompson against Randall. 5 on the clock. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Şengün. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer, it adds another dimension to their offense.
Thompson passes to Smith. Pass to Thompson. Back to Smith. Şengün kicks to KD. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Edwards drops them both. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Durant against DiVincenzo. Durant kicks to Smith. Houston needs to get a shot. Here's the 3. Another miss by Houston.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
The shot from 20 feet away. Edwards can't hit.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Love seeing Şengün go up strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
Here's Randall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Randall's got 11 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a handle of it.
Took him no time at all on that one. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Selfless pass by Edwards, kicking it out instead of forcing something himself.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The Rockets making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Thompson in the corner. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Pass to Şengün. Durant inside. McDaniels defending. Back to Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the strike in that last game.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Outside Durant. Smith outside. They need this. And Smith with the stuff.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Smith Smith inside, working on McDaniels, and the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Bones Hyland comes in for Edwards. Smith sets the pick for Shepard. And Smith with the stuff.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Now here's Dosunmu, defended by Durant. Dosunmu, the pass to Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Stolen by Durant. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. The shot by Thompson, no good. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Dosunmu. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Smith, no good. Pass to Anderson. And here's Reed. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Up in time. It's not going to go for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 10. Don't go. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Bones Hyland is out there with Conley. And it's Dosunmu in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
Hyland passes to Conley. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Thank you, Allie. Here's Reed. Off target with his 3. Rockets trail by 11. To the left side wing. There's the 3. No good from Finney Smith. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And the wide open shot.
All right, brothers and sisters. Yeah, let's get on down to nitty-gritty like I said.
Yeah! Don't dance, just pull up a pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. It ain't never gonna Surge. Now lean back. Lean back. Lean back.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Donovan Mitchell.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. DeAndre Ayton is out there with LeBron James. And it's Smart in at small forward. And for the Cavaliers, Mobley and Allen control the paint for him. James Harden out there with Mitchell. And it's Schroeder in at the 3. All right, Clark, teams are prepping for the playoff push right now. That must put them in a unique mindset.
Well, staying focused on the same goal, having everybody tied together. Any issues that are bubbling up that could derail you need to be squashed and squelched so that you're at peak form come playoff time. That's what you're striving for. Doncic always ready to let it fly once he catches it.
Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Out to the right wing. Mitchell up top. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
Here's James. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Schroeder passes to Allen. From deep, Mobley knocks down the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Doncic passes to James. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Here's Harden. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Now here's Mitchell. He's putting up some terrific numbers. Over 28 a game. And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Nice shot by Harden.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
The open shot, Doncic knocks down the 18-footer.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Harden, the pass to Mobley. Down low. Allen, he's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
A good touch inside. I mean, Allen does have a nice-looking shot, but he's really at home near the hoop.
James finds Ayton. Harden against Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Tyson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smart grabs a miss. The Lakers trail. Reeves with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. James inside. Mobley's on him. From in deep. James can't get it to go. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
Oh, my goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish. Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too. They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Three-pointer, Harden. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Lakers trail by 6. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Brian, back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. So it's Los Angeles now after Cleveland's three-pointer on the other end.
Yes, sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on LeBron James.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And Cleveland making a change here. Wade's checked in. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for LeBron. Larabi is checked in for Smart. And it's Kennard in for Reeves. Donovan Mitchell with a board. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. They've got a 9-point lead. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jared Allen comes in for Mobley. And it's Merrill in for Donovan Mitchell. That's good from Harden. Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive, as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back three against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
Now here's Allen. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Kennard passes to Hachimura to the paint. Knocks it loose. Ooh, stolen by Allen.
And the mistakes are piling up for them early.
And it's not hard to see why they're down. I mean, it seems every trip down the floor, they're getting